Hi, Attorney Jennifer Witt here. If you're searching Google right now and you're looking for information regarding a criminal charge, you want to get the most accurate information about what to expect, what your punishment might be, well, I have bad news for you. You're probably not getting accurate information unless you're talking to a local attorney. So stay tuned and I'll explain more why that is. Hi, I'm Attorney Jennifer Witt with the Witt Law Group, here to kind of shine some light on why local matters. And it's not just at, the outset of a case, it's really all through a criminal matter. So if you're on Google and you are searching diligently, I'm sure if you're facing a criminal charge, you're very anxious and you want to know what to expect, what are worst case scenarios, what are the best case scenarios, what defenses might you have. All of that is understandable. But if you are facing a criminal charge, the reality is you're just getting such a broad brush on Google. You're just not going to get what really will apply to your case. And the reason is there are a lot of unique aspects to a case at the outset and throughout a negotiation of a case and the fact at the end for punishment. So for example, if you are trying to figure out what to expect at my arraignment, I can tell you in the few counties where we are, in Kitsap and Thurston and Clark County and the cities surrounding those areas, your pretrial conditions of release will be different in all of those counties. So you may think, well, I'm aware I can do an ignition interlock, and that's what I'm going to be required to do. Well, in Clark County, you may be required to walk over to pretrial services, put on a scram bracelet, or submit to random UAs. We don't have that in Kitsap County. In most cases, the most that will be asked of you is to get the ignition interlock on your vehicle within a certain period of time. So as you can see, when you're trying to plan for what's next and how many days do I have to check in, essentially, there's no real checking in Kitsap, but there's definitely checking in Clark County. And Thurston is kind of a mix and more like Kitsap. So, and again, there are counties and cities all throughout the state all doing it differently. We do handle cases in Bremerton, and while that's near, within or outside of the Kitsap area, it's very different how they handle cases and very unique situations there. So you really have to make sure that you are picking up the phone. And I know in this day and age, most people don't like to pick up the phone and make those calls, but you really have to. Because even in the resolution, if you say, wow, my case looks terrible, but I really don't want to go to trial, your attorney may want to try to plead to a lesser charge or some other negotiated plea. Well, certain options are available in different counties and cities. It isn't just across the state that everyone offers the same opportunities. So for that reason, sometimes attorneys don't like to practice in certain areas. It's trial or nothing in some cases, which to me is a complete waste of resources, but that's how some cities and counties run their prosecution. So you're going to want to know, is there such a thing as a PDA or an SOC? Is there friendship diversion? And where we practice, all of those things are available, but not all at the same place. So Kitsap is a PDA, Thurston's an SOC, other counties have friendship diversion. So be aware the opportunities, how you need to prepare at the outset of your case for arraignment and your conditions of release will be different. The opportunity to resolve your case will be different. And even in the punishment phase of that, some cases you may be able to substitute your mandatory or your jail time for EHM or electronic home monitoring. Some cities and counties don't offer that service within their county and city. You may have to go to a private agency, and because of that, it sometimes is more cumbersome, more expensive. Some people don't want to do that, and in certain counties, you need to indicate what you're doing in advance. For example in Clark, they're going to give you a day to check in on that day. You cannot be an hour later than the time they said you need to check in. Kitsap County, check in within the next 14 days. That might be listed. So very different scenarios and different ways that you need to prep for your case. So again, it's probably not what you want to hear, but Google isn't really going to be your best source of information, even YouTube, providing this video, but you're really going to get very general information. And the only way around that is to pick up the phone, call an attorney in the area where you're charged, not where you are, but where the city or county is where the jurisdiction is, where you are being criminally charged, and that will dictate what you should expect. So I hope that's helpful. Probably stop Googling and just pick up the phone, and hopefully that will help you feel a little more secure and comfortable about your choices. So if you like this content and want more of it, please go ahead, hit like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Thank you.